Hello internet, my name is Mikaelah and welcome to my channel. So I just got back from my trip in New Jersey. I spent 2 weeks there. Excuse me if I have a lisp. By the way, I'm wearing my retainer because I've been a bad girl and I haven't been wearing it every single night. Yeah, I just came back from New Jersey. I went over there to visit my boyfriend, Alec. Hi Alec, if you're watching this. I was there for 2 weeks and it was honestly such a good trip. Like, my heart is filled with so much love and joy right now. I haven't seen my boyfriend in 5 months and it's gonna be 2 years in March, but we've basically been long distance for half a year now. I wanted to make this video a really long time ago. I wanted to make it as soon as he and I knew we were going into a long distance relationship, but I felt like, you know, it would be pointless because I didn't know what it was like to be in a long distance relationship. I didn't know what it takes to be in it, what it takes out of you to be in a long distance relationship. And so I said, you know what, Mikaelah, just wait. Wait until you know what it really feels like. And now I feel like after half a year of being in this long distance and I actually flew out to see him, I feel like now I have a better grip on what it means to have a successful, intimate relationship with someone who is far away from you. So I have 7 tips that have helped me and hopefully will help you too if you're in a long distance relationship yourself. And I hope this sheds some light on, you know, like the myths and the misconceptions of how difficult it is to be in a long distance relationship. And I just want to take the negativity away from it. You know, LDRs are so possible to do. It makes me so happy to even be in this kind of relationship, even if he's, you know, a country away. Not a country away. We're like on opposite sides of the country because he's in New Jersey and I'm in Nevada, so I like to say he's a country away, but he's not. But you get what I mean, right? Because like long distance. Anyway, okay, so tip number 1 is to have an idea of where you're going to end up. You know, talk about your end goals, talk about how long you're gonna be able to do this thing. You know, be realistic. With my boyfriend and I, we sat down and we talked about the possibilities of moving in together 3-4 years from now, you know, like even just casually speaking like that, at least have an idea of where this is going, what direction it's going, so that you're not in this kind of like purgatory, like floating around, you don't know what's going on with your relationship, but at least have an idea of where it's going towards. You know? Alright, so tip
number 2 is really obvious,
but I'm still going to stress how important it is because this literally makes or break your relationship. Communication, 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 communication. Like, it's so important to talk every day. I feel like there's no excuse not to say good morning or good night. I feel like communication it's the glue, obviously. But in long distance relationships, I mean communication as in text-wise, emails, Facetime, that is the glue that keeps your relationship together. That's what makes you feel close. I don't want there to be like an emotional gap between us, and so I just let him know what's going on in my mind. And that helps so much when it comes to coping with a distance and not having them physically be there. So yeah, communicate. There's no excuses. You should be saying good night and good morning. Tip number 3. Have FaceTime dates. Every single night for the past 5 months, Alec and I have been FaceTiming every single night. Did I just say that? I feel like I said that like a million times already. Anyway, FaceTime just makes you feel so close to them. I have my laptop and it's always next to me on my bed. It's just nice to see his face there like blown up, and it makes me feel like he's right there next to me. And I don't know, I just get like this warm fuzzy feeling when I see his face because it doesn't feel like he's miles and miles and miles and miles away. It feels like he's right there next to me. Tip number 4. Use the space as a motivator. When I first moved here, a lot of things were going on. I didn't have a job here. I mean, I was living with my family, but I'm just the type of person that I can't not work. I've been working since I was 14, and that just, you know, that's how I grew up. So I just feel like it's weird when I don't work. But when I got here, I was just so unmotivated because being in a long distance relationship, every time you leave them, it feels like a loss. It feels like your heart is literally being ripped out of your chest and someone is stomping on it and everyone's around you laughing and you just want to cry but you can't. Basically, that's how I felt, and I was so unmotivated. I was so negative when it came to just getting my life started here in Nevada that I pretty much for a whole month I was just not doing anything. I took myself out of my college classes. I wasn't working until like September, and it was such a bad time for me, but it's because I let the long distance and I let the loneliness get to my head, and I didn't use it as a way to make myself better. And I learned the past 5 months that just generating more positivity and doing more positive things and sharing your stories and your light with other people, it makes all the difference. And this used to be like one of the few things that got me really down, got me sad, but now like when I think about it, you know, long distance helped me so much as a person to grow. It helped me be a more emotionally mature person, and I just feel like I've learned so much about myself, and I've learned how to be my own person because of long distance relationship. And I think that to anyone who's in a long distance relationship, it is such an advantage. I mean, there's a lot of disadvantages, but I feel like having your own space and having your own time is such an advantage for you because you have all the time in the world to focus on your career and to focus on school and just where your future is headed. Definitely use this time and use the space between you two as a motivator. Don't let it get to you. Don't let it get you down. Just keep moving forward, and you'll see the difference. You'll see how different you are when you two meet. Okay, tip number 5. Look on the bright side. I had to look down on my notes really quick. Look on the bright side. Positivity is so important when it comes to long distance relationships because there's a lot of he said, she said, and you have, you know, people in your ear talking about, oh, long distance is hard, it's not possible, you know, you need them with you all the time, blah, 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 blah. And I personally don't believe that anymore. I really don't think that you need someone next to you to feel their love. I feel like the people who have negative things to say about it don't understand how it really feels to be in a long distance relationship. It's one of the most harrowing experiences I've ever gone through in my life, and constantly saying goodbye to the person that you love the most. It's a difficult position to be in, but it teaches you to look on the bright side. It teaches you what happiness really feels like because you've already felt the sadness each time you walk away from them and you say goodbye to them. If two people want something to happen, it will happen. And I've felt that, and I've experienced that, and I saw what dedication and commitment could do. And I got to spend 2 weeks with him even though we haven't seen each other in almost half a year, and to me that was like enough proof right there that long distance relationships do last, because I don't feel any less love. In fact, I feel way more love, and I feel like it's so much stronger now, and it's all because of a positive mindset. My boyfriend is constantly telling me to just keep working towards the relationship, keep working towards your future, and somehow we'll end up in the middle. And I don't know, I saw that as proof. Like, this whole vacation was proof of how positivity really can get you where you want to be, and I think it's major key in long distance relationships. Okay, tip number 6, set the date. Set the date to see them. Buy your airplane ticket. Work hard for it. This is a long distance relationship. It's a commitment. It's not something willy-nilly that you're just gonna say you're in for social media or, you know, just to distract you. No, if it's serious, you're going to make the time. You're going to make the effort, and you're gonna make the money to see them. I can't stress how important this is, because the little trips in between the long months of waiting, that's what keeps you together. That's what makes you feel closer to them. And without the trip, I feel like this whole trip that just passed by, it just strengthened so much of what I already knew, and now I feel like there's nothing that can touch this relationship, you know what I mean? And that to me is one of the best feelings in the world. And it's such a great feeling because you can be adventurous with your significant other, you know? It's an excuse to go out and travel, to see new things, and when you set the date, little things turn into big events, like brushing your teeth together. Like, no one would think that that's like a fun, cute thing together, but when you haven't seen each other, it's those mundane tasks that that you'll remember. Like, and last but not least, my 7th tip for you guys is to believe. That is like the #1 key ingredient in making a long distance relationship last. You have to believe in your love. You have to have hope for your future. And you have to believe in yourself and your partner. You have to believe in your strength to do it. You know, screw what everyone says. They don't know what it's like to spend hundreds of dollars just to see their loved one. They don't know what it feels like to spend countless nights talking on the phone, wishing you were there with that person. Like, they don't understand how you feel. You have no reason to believe what they say. Just believe what your heart is telling you. Believe in yourself and your partner. And yeah, belief to me is the strong foundation of a long distance relationship. If you don't believe in your future, if you don't believe in what you're fighting for, who you're fighting for, it's all for nothing. You need to have confidence, and you need to look at the bright side and know that there is a future beyond text messages and Facetime calls and flying towards each other. There's gonna be more than that, and you need to believe that for yourself. So thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. It makes me so happy to talk about something so personal, and I really wanted to get this video out a long time ago, but like I said, I didn't have enough experience, but now I feel like I do. So don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it, and if you didn't, you can just I don't know why you're still watching right now. Also, don't forget to comment down below if you're in a long distance relationship. You know, what do you do to make yourself feel better? Because I'm still working on it too. Like I said, I've only been in this for half a year, and I would like to know what else other people, other couples do to keep their success and their love growing. Thank you so much again for watching this video. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!